I'm Ringer, and this is my prospecting journal. Come on, let's go prospecting. Hello and welcome to another episode of Ringer's Prospecting Journal. Due to the inclement weather outside, the rain and colder weather, we're down in the Gold Cave and we're continuing to process the day 4 cons from the Lake Superior gold hunt. What I'm hoping to accomplish today is to make some super concentrates. The concentrates that I have from day 4 is a lot to go through all at once, so I'm going to run them multiple times over my Gold Hogs mats in my mini sluice, Gold Hog mini sluice. Try to concentrate them up, try to get the gold as much as possible into what I call the super concentrates, and then we will process that so we can get the most bang for our buck for the final cleanup. Let me show you how I have this set up. So I got my Gold Hog mini sluice set up. I'm running it at about 60%, and we're going to run our concentrates over that, and we will concentrate them up. I will probably run the concentrates over this maybe 4 times. After each time I run it through, I will take the mat out, do a cleanup into a separate bucket to make a super concentrate. I'm going to throw the first scoop on and see what type of action and stuff we get out of it. This is going to be, should go rather quickly to run this stuff through 4 times. As fast as it's, I got the water flowing here and it's processing. We'll be able to run it rather quickly, and then we'll clean it out into a separate bucket to get the super concentrates. All right, we'll get this ran through there, and start seeing anything interesting, I'll bring it back and show it to you. Alright, so we ran that material 4 times through the Gold Hog mini sluice and the Gold Hog mat. After each cycle, we've cleaned out the mat. This is the concentrates, or I'm going to call the super concentrates that we got from that. We're going to run this through a cleanup sluice with the cleanup mats and see what type of gold we get. Now, do I think that we have all the gold from the concentrates in here? No. We could probably, or I could probably run this material for years and still pull gold out of it. But what we're going to do, I'm just going to concentrate on this, because sometimes you gotta say enough is enough. Time to move on to the next batch or the next material. So we'll run this through, and I got something new that we're going to be trying. My good buddy Phil from Freedom Prospecting, go ahead and check out his channel, came across what he calls Hex Mat. These are silicone mats with a hex shaped design on them, and he's been using that Hex Mat for doing his final cleanups. Seems to be doing rather well. Now, I don't know if he's ever used Lake Superior beach material on the Hex Mat, but I got some of that Hex Mat, got it in the sluice, and we're going to try it out and see how well it works on Lake Superior gold. Let me show you what we got going on here. So this is the Hex Mat. We got silicone matting that has all these little hexagon designs or shapes in there. And you notice all the little air bubbles. I still haven't brushed it out yet. But yeah, it seems to be doing rather well with the cleanup for this design. So we'll try running our Lake Superior Beach Gold over this and see kind of results we get. Alright, we'll put a scoop on there and see how well it does. So I currently have the speed controller set at 57%. Got the angle a little bit flatter. Give the gold an opportunity to work its way out. Let's see if I turn that up to 60%. If that helps it out a little bit. Now when you're using a cleanup sluice, you want to try to run it as slow as you can, the water flow. So all the fine particles of gold have a chance to drop out. But you don't want to run it too slow so where your matting gets plugged up. You want to look at the matting, judge the speed and stuff and what you're running at. You want to try to keep it so your matting is running so the cells are about half full. You put a spoonful in there. Watch the matting. And when the matting gets about half full, you can add the next scoopful or a spoonful. And remember, you know, this is material that I ran 7 times over my cleanup micro green mat cleanup mat, and I've gotten gold out of it every single time I ran it. Does that mean we're going to find gold this time? More than likely. Will we see a lot of gold sitting in the mat? I have no idea, but this mat seems to be working rather well. And we'll see what we can get out of it. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to run the rest of this material over this hex mat. And I'll bring it back when I start doing the cleanup. Alright, we got our super cons ran through the hex mat. Let's take a look and see what we got. See if we can find any gold in the mat. Just zoom in here, get it in really close. This is the bottom of the mat. Don't want to see a lot of gold down here. You want to try to get all the gold to be captured in the top or middle mats, but we shall see. It looks like there's a piece there sitting on top of the black sand. Notice that the hex mats are a lot like mini riffles. Little pieces of gold there and there. Nice little garnet. So I'm not expecting a lot of gold out of here, but I know that we will find some. Like I said, this is material that I've ran through a cleanup system 7 times already at least. A bunch of little micro golds there. So yeah, let me get this in a pan and see what we can get. So my buddy Prospector Phil, he has these mats and he has them all attached into one long mat, but I left them separated so I can clean them out separately. Let's see, put it in my pan here, flip it over, and it's clean. Material falls right out of it. All right, let's go to check to see what's in the bottom mat first. I'll get that pan back for you and I'll show you what we captured in the bottom mat. All right, here's some of the gold. I was going to show you what I got for each one of the mats as far as capture. But after a painstakingly long time of just panning out the first mat, I decided it'd be better off just to do all 3 at once. It's a very long, drawn-out process. As you can see, we got about 1, 2, 3, maybe 20-25 pieces of gold out of that. This stuff is floating all over the place, even with jet dry in it. This is the hardest of the hardest gold to get, especially after multiple cleanups. But the Hex Mat does work to be able to capture this very difficult gold. Like I said, even with jet dry, it was floating all over the place. All right, folks, there you have it. The last video you'll see of me working on the concentrates from day number 4. So actually quit raining out right now, so got the dog out here and just enjoying this nice cool weather. But if you happen to like the videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little bell icon to receive notifications on future videos. Until next time, this is Ringer. God bless everybody.